This is Zack, CEO of Genzio, live at NFT Tallinn with Astrid from Kanvas.AI.
Yes,
How are you doing?
I'm super good. Super excited to be here and to present our launching project because we just recently launched our Kanvas.AI marketplace. Before that, we only worked with the physical art, but now we also add NFT medium for our artists. Oh, it's an exciting time.
No, so that is exciting. Can you tell us a little bit about what Canvas AI is and what your role is at the business?
Yeah, so I'm a co-founder and CAO and
CIO?
CAO.
CEO.
CEO, sorry, my
No,
English.
no, all good.
So,
Sorry.
yes. And we are offering technology for the art market. We started 2 years ago with a physical art, offering them digital space and crypto gateways and connecting physical rooms to digital rooms. We're offering investors tool like Art Index for the investors so they can navigate in the local art, because the one problem that is happening in art market at the moment is like everything is moving to a Web3, online server going up, and the art world doesn't have access and affordable access to the technology. So we are solving this problem. And the second problem is that most of the collectors, art investors, they don't trust to buy art, so they don't have secure places. So we are also solving that problem. We have tools like Art Index where they can see what's really these art mediums and artists have been doing past like 20 years.
Oh, wow.
So they can see everything in numbers. And our NFT place now is also, we kind of also planning to add fractional models so that artists can use NFT technology as a fundraise project for their physical exhibitions. They can fractionalize their own works and trade these fractions in the secondary market. So that's basically what I'm doing.
Awesome. And so just kind of for your background, was this always something that was Web3? Were you more into traditional art and you...
No, my background is I studied physics
Okay.
and film arts, and I've been visual artist myself, but past 10 years I've been working in as a tech service, tech advisor for the galleries. I've been working as a curator in auction houses. So yes, I have a strong background in technology and arts. It's something I've always been passionate about. So.
And I really appreciate that. I mean, I'm not an artist myself, but I love art because I think it makes the world a better place. Like, I can't imagine a world without art.
Yeah.
And I think, so how does AI fit into this?
I think it's another powerful tool actually that is coming in, and we can't avoid this. And already I see like this launching project that we have, the Make Lab, they are already using AI, but totally different way. So I see that AI is taking more and more role, but how the artists will use it's all about their creativity. So it's very, very interesting. And then, well, for us, it's very important, the quality. So we always check the background, that the artists really have background in art and they're really professionals. So their clients know that this what they buy is not a scam, that has real value. And it's a really good place to invest because art is a big investment asset.
I totally agree. I think that it's really nice to have the validity of your art. So for artists, like we were here today with the Endless Ocean collection.
Make Lab.
Yeah, Make Lab. Can you tell us a little bit about how you support these artists and what that process is like if, you know, an artist comes to you and they want to create something or display something? What is that process like?
Most of the artists, they don't need so much advice. They need maybe a little bit like guidance, how to set up the wallet and all that. But their collection and their project is more complex. I started to work with them because I saw their exhibition that was really cool, and I helped them to bring it to the digital space, to create online exhibitions so it could be visible for globally, because that's another problem because most of the artists are very local. And then they got interested in NFT, and then I've been advising them, trying to figure out what's the best way to connect physical works with a digital space and what's the best way for their project to use NFT technology. So at the moment, to say Endless Ocean, they have like this limited edition NFTs, and they're all coming with a physical aluminum prints. But the most interesting part about that project is that all the money that will come through these sales goes to support the physical space that they buy a land and replant these plants that are in danger in nature. And it's really interesting. in a way that they are already using NFT technology as a kind of fundraising project, and the buyer can really do something good for the environment, support the climate, and resell the NFT and keep on supporting the same project and help to build this community and grow this natural space and to help to plant these plants. So it's really, really interesting.
No, I totally agree. I really liked talking with the team and understanding that. So I guess for for artists in Web2 or like let's just say traditional art, what do you think that are some common mistakes or things that they should know when starting to make NFTs? Because I think, well, you probably know better than me, but like, what is the reaction to artists when you talk to them about NFTs and stuff? I'm sure there's some learning gaps or just, yeah, I'd love to.
First, I think the one thing that artists are afraid because all of the NFT hype that have been, they think NFT is some scam or something like that, so they don't navigate. The second is how to choose the blockchain. So we are offering Tezos mainly because of the community. It's very, very strongly branded in art community. This is one of the main sponsors for Art Basel. They're very, very good. Like all these Tezos artists, they support each other projects. So yes, what they need to know first, it's not really, I think the NFT is not art's work itself. So it doesn't work, you just go and mint your NFT, whatever medium you use, because I call NFT as a new medium that's now available for artists. So the concept is really important, the responsibility, what do you mint, why do you mint, what's the reason of that, why do you use this medium? And that's these things that artists should think before they go and start to mint NFTs, because if you just mint NFTs, then nothing happens. Because the market is changing so much.
So I guess that's a good point. So what do you mean by nothing happens? Like they mint and then nobody buys?
Yes, nobody buys because let's say collectors, especially collectors are very conservative in a way. And of course, there are new generation collectors who are buying mainly from online, but they want the authenticity. And I see NFTs are more and more turning as either they use as a functionality, as a digital certificate. So yes, it's very hard to just go and hope that you mint NFT and something happens. Well, it's the same with any medium. You can draw a painting and it's the same. You really have to market yourself, have a strong community behind it, have a very good concept. It's
Right. No.
what I mean. That's what I mean.
I've talked to different artists in this space and they say like marketing is like a full-time job for them.
Yes.
So I completely agree. Getting into the AI part of art, do you see this as a positive? Or I guess what I mean by that is, do you see it bringing in more people into the space? And is that a good thing for traditional artists? Because I've heard some artists say like, damn it, like they can make this in AI in 1 minute and it took me 3 years or whatever.
Well, I think, if I think back, I can compare it with like, let's say times ago, we only had analog photography and only people who had skills could use this medium. They had to go to the dark room, develop, they had to know how to use the chemicals, and it was a lot of time, a lot of skill. And then the digital medium came around and everybody are using digital photography for different reasons. I don't know, real estate is using photography, every person is taking photos, but they are not all photographers. Mm-hmm. So it's really fast and some like you can save your working hours if you use these tools wisely. And I think AI is the kind of same. It's here, it's not going anywhere, it's just going to involve and be more into this in everything we do. So I think they can really save some time, produce more, and also make more money because, well, time is what costs.
And are you seeing people who hadn't made art before using AI and becoming artists, or is it more traditional artists who are now using AI as a tool, or both?
I see both. I see, like with NFTs, I see it's like MakeLab, they're using AI totally different way. First, they feed the information to AI to get inspiration how AI would see this patient. They did it all like manually and created this draw. So AI didn't do that, but they used AI as an inspiration. So, and of course, there are artists who are using AI and tool and making, and there are new artists who are only now making AI art. But end of the day, well, you have to position yourself where you are, and the buyer is the key person who has to navigate and know what is art, what is just mass production, and yes. So I think it gets more important the place where you buy your artwork. It's getting important in
Totally.
a way, so it doesn't work that you just drop it out there in the internet.
Open sea. No, just kidding.
Yeah, OpenSea, it's a like Wild West. But
Yeah.
if I want to invest in art, let's say I want to buy a work for my children, then I don't go to the OpenSea because I don't get any guarantee, I don't get any certificate, I don't have any curators there who has like who are professional in that field. So and who give me the guarantee that I can auction this work or sell this work in the secondary market. So these elements are very crucial in art market.
Totally. And for the collector side of things, are they interested in AI art?
I think it depends. Here in our region, it's a bit behind because collectors are a bit like careful about that. There are a lot of concerns about that. Also, up from artist side, they're worried that their work will be stolen and feed to AI and all that. But here we really another subject that's really big actually how to protect yourself there. So you have to be more careful what we put in online and how we protect the watermarks, the filter. So yeah, I think it's a bit scary. It's a bit scary, but at the same time, I'm super interesting to see what's going to happen. But yeah, I think the quality control. So you really have to know where do you buy your artworks.
Are people expecting there to be digital versions of art now for new pieces? Like, I guess in a way that if you buy an NFT, you want a physical piece. Are collectors coming out with NFTs of physical art that already exists, or like?
There are authorship laws that actually are not allowing you to do NFTs from another artist. Or a very strong law. That's
But your own art, though. I mean,
your own art you can do. But what I've seen also is like traditional artists who didn't consider to make NFTs are doing that because collectors are asking NFT as a certificate, asking from artists, do you have NFT for that work? If they buy from the artist trade, like let's say I buy this painting, but I really would like to have the digital certificate. And then that's one thing. And another thing about NFTs is like I am digital nomad, and it's very popular these days.
me too.
Travel around and have a lower budget and a minimal living in everything. And if you look these screens and you can carry your art collection with you everywhere you go, it takes very little space, your wallet only, and it's screened in your screen. It really looks very nice and stuff. So yes, collectors are finding this beneficial side of NFTs.
Very cool. No, I totally agree. I think that it's going to be a huge new wave. And I think that, like, people who, that's kind of a question for you, are people who made a lot of money off of crypto buying art? Like, do they want to buy art with crypto or cash?
So more and more they buy with the crypto.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Any particular kind of crypto?
Not so much because we offer for our physical artworks, we offer gateway, so you can buy with Ethereum, we can buy almost every kind of crypto.
Dogecoin?
I think at the moment we have Coinbase gateway for the physical arts market. We have two pages only for the physical art, where we offer the solution. If the client wants to pay in crypto, then they can, and using by Coinbase. Thinking also to switch to Spatfin because interesting what they're offering, but yes, more and more they do that.
That's super cool. What's the name? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, because yes, it's like art is an asset, crypto is an asset, and you can change one asset very easily to another. You don't have to take money out and buy another one. So it's
more liquid in
it's liquid in that sense.
No, I think that's cool. It probably allows for more easy transfers too. Where can people? What's the name of the website?
NFT.Kanvas.AI is the marketplace for NFT art, but Kanvas.AI is with what we started with. It's all the physical art. You can buy also with crypto.
And where are you seeing the most growth in this right now? Is it, I mean, because we're here in Estonia. Is this something that you're seeing a lot of interest in Estonia? Globally, where are these collectors mostly?
Well, I'm working with international artists, not only with Estonian.
Okay.
I'm mainly living in Portugal, working with a lot of Portuguese artists. I'm working with Belgian artists. I'm working German artists. It's more popular there, but and that's because Estonian art market is more a bit behind, but it's coming. I'm getting more and more requests. Like galleries are really asking, how can I connect my auction work with a digital certificate, because the paper really doesn't work so much anymore. So they're coming now slowly to the game.
And who's buying the art? You said mostly people in Germany and those other.
Yeah, well, for the auction houses, they have the collectors who always have been buying. But now, let's say, as the world is more international, I know Estonian art, but let's say a collector who moves here doesn't know anything about Estonian art and wants to sell this work to, let's say, another country, then he needs something else than just physical paper. He needs a digital certificate, and that's what the NFT solves.
And what was your reason for starting this company?
Well, I'm very passionate about art, and I had a very personal reason. I was home with a newborn baby, and I got bored.
It's a lot of work.
Bored, yeah, I got bored, and this was like, just okay, I do that just in side project.
Bored with a baby.
Yes, because I have always been doing and working with artists, and I have very big circle of artists in my personal friend circle, and so started to roll. And they get more into that, and they get more into that, and yes, and now we are also thinking to add art gaming stuff on that technology.
Art gaming.
Yes, educational game that you can educate yourself in art and earn NFTs.
Oh,
That are
40.
really not for
No, I'm just.
yes, not for them. But yeah, so you can trade these NFTs, and if you don't know when you're in the game, then you can buy these NFTs and kind of collect these NFTs. So it would be like that. Still working with that.
No, one thing that comes up often, or a benefit, is royalties.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to collect the royalties on art over time. Can you talk a little bit about how that works for the artist?
Yeah, it's another very important thing that actually NFTs are solving, because in the physical art market, you sell your work, and that's it. You get the one commission, and that's it. And then this work goes and goes and goes, and artists don't make any income. We do have royalty fees. Like artists will make every sales, they will make the 10%, and it's very important because it's the time they spend to make the artwork doesn't cover the one-time payment actually. So they can have passive income. They don't have to do side jobs to support themselves. So I see royalties very, very important part of that game.
What do you think about like Blur, like some of these new marketplaces that are coming out and doing like airdrops? Would you ever consider something like that?
No, at the moment, no.
Okay.
No, we are not.
What do you think of Blur though?
I don't have much opinion about that, to be honest. So not in my field of interest. I will have a dig deeper to answer that. So I don't have much opinion about Blur.
Cool, fair enough. What about OpenSea?
I tested it when I started with NFTs, and I didn't have my own blockchain. So I tested several Foundation, Rarible, Super Rare, OpenSea. But OpenSea, I think they already faced these scam problems, that stolen accounts and all these kind of things. So yeah, I think if you have your project and you have the buyer, and it's very like mainstream marketplace, but I call it Wild Wild West. So it's not for my clients. It's not for my product, for sure.
So, well, thank you so much for the interview, Astrid. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you soon. Make sure to check out Kanvas.AI, the best place to find your curated art.
Exactly.
All right, let's go. Thank you.
Thank you.